Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! 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 Hey, gun, gun. Hey, exit.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
I got you, I got you.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Get that quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check 3, check 3.
13.
53.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield now from the 50. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
X3, 218, chop. Check, let's go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Cleveland.
180!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
King. Hey, box truck.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Undercrush. 12, fellas, here we go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Check. 180. Check. 59. Hey, alert 33.
First down, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back.
21.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Alert, 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 alert. Pilot, 64, weak.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, and he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
180.
54. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
A run for Nick Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught left side. Seals-Jones with it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
What's next? 180!
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Switch, switch, switch. Check it back.
Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They will run again with Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Get off the field.
Tight dog.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
King! Run. Hey, alert!
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go!
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Good. 180. 56. You ain't going nowhere. Run. Slow. No. Hey, protein spill.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pistol. Hey, alert 33. Hey, zoom. Real.
They go play action. Mayfield. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go!
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A give running right is Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.